It's the old Pikachu warning. It's like, you may have seizures in bright flashing scenes. It's all Pikachu's fault. Game crashed just as I launched the stream. Now I have to reboot the game. Preparing shaders forever. And since I'm rushing this playthrough to try to get to the the nasty spells as quickly as possible, I'm a lot lower level than I was on my other playthroughs, so the fights are a little bit more difficult, since I don't have quite as much of a hit point buffer as I did on the first 3 run-throughs. Yes, I saved Gryffindor for last because I knew I wanted to do an anti-Gryffindor. A Gryffindor who's a real jerk and obsessed with power. Though the game doesn't really allow you to have really evil replies, just jerk replies, so here we go. Any key to start. Alright, back to Ubin Had. I pretty much completed the game on Harry, Pothead, Ted Varys, and Silbad the Sinner. Come on, Ubin. Alright. Try to stick to the main quests. Since this game has an odd leveling dynamic, it's all based on how much you've explored, really. There are some challenges to defeat certain numbers of certain enemies that give you experience, but everything else is finding pages and stuff like that. Loading. Ah, there we are. Got our nasty looking steed. Like the broom, it won't automatically swap to speed there. So let's go on to our next quest. So let's see. Back on the path. Now this one, I'm not sure if that's a story arc or not. off of this Harlow after we get the dark spells. So let's go to the map chamber and talk to Professor Fig. Here we go. Come on, map chamber, load. The loading screen of eternity.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
There's a chance to be a bit of a jerk.
He seemed trustworthy. Difficult to know, really. But Serona Ryan trusts him.
Well, that's something, I suppose. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm. He hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
Always nice to run into a character that
No time
uses
to waste.
devastating
I'll meet you at
when
Rookwood
they mean
Castle.
devastating instead of decimating. Because to decimate means to reduce something by 1/10. Alright, let's go to our world map. We gotta go down here. Let's see, where's a... First I want to sell my loot. Oh, we're missing a page here. Let's just go to Hogsmeade. That's the quickest way to sell stuff. I just want to make sure I have a clear inventory before doing this trial. Nothing more annoying than running out of loot space at the inopportune time. screens. My nemesis. Oddly enough, I've done the second speed trial on my broom, but Albie Weeks has not upgraded the brooms again. At least I don't think so. I don't remember buying a second upgrade. Let's check our gear. Yeah, we only have the first broom upgrade. He's supposed to offer it to you after you do the second speed trial.
You're back! Nice to see you again.
Here, buy my stuff.
What are we looking for today?
And to offload some loot. Just need an empty inventory. Or empty-ish.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Alright. Maybe I should rerun that second speed trial just to make sure. It's over here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Why don't I do that real quick before I do the trial? Maybe then after the trial he'll give me the upgrade. Because I am certain that my speed was high enough to pass this. But it's been an awfully long time and he hasn't given me the speed upgrade. Maybe we have to move to the next season before he'll do it. As we sit here staring at the loading screen. Loading. Keep them games a-loading. Okay. Alright, I believe we needed to go west. Yes, up on this ridge.
Some minds are more suited to it than others.
Oh, some money. Turn down a little bit of money. Alright, so yeah, I'm technically I did break the time record before. Let's do it again, just to be certain.
Made it.
What? Oh, it ran out of oomph.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
What? It's I was headed right for the ring. I don't Come on.
I pressed on as regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium. My efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room.
There's one of my evil, So rather than go on to the Hogwarts trial, since that's one of my evil, why am I am certainly low enough for the speed to kick in. Why isn't it?
I'm getting the hang of this.
this time. Come on.
Excellent. Brilliant.
Now, we had a couple of errors in this run. For one thing, it started telling me I was off the course when I wasn't. Oh, come on. Okay, never mind. But now I have the next Dark Wizard quest, so... let's go and do that, shall we? Sorry, main quest, you're just gonna have to wait. Close-ish. There's all the excuses this game has for fast travel and quest seeker spells. At least there's a reason for it. Okay. Could use my blink to speed up. No, I can't. They won't let you use it in the castle. Where is it sending me? That just sent me around in a circle, didn't it? What the heck? It literally just sent me in a circle. I guess even the quest seeker spell gets stuck. Oh, wait a minute.
Revelio.
Won't turn down more experience. And I do believe that is a stealth chest. Thank you.
You're here. Brilliant. I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on.
Commit to nothing.
He's this way.
Oh, you mean this way? Where I've been in 3 other lives?
Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Revelio. Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance.
I think I've already been in this
There he
area.
is. Good luck.
Good luck. Why,
What are you
hello
doing
there,
here?
Ominous.
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
Please, Ominous. I confided in you before about what happened with the Undercroft. Sebastian simply wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
That's a bit unnerving. I suppose even if it might lead to answers about what happened to your aunt, it does pose a risk.
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait.
It's like,
I hope we don't regret this.
Rebellion! Sebastian! Over here!
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
oh,
Well,
like all those
3
Merlin
heads
trials.
are better than 1.
It's 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics on this. Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Dark, ominous corridors. My favorite.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one.
Okay, we don't need stealth, so let's put the repair spell in place of stealth.
Reparo!
Looks like a locked door. We may want to look around. The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the
Lumos.
voice I hear.
Are you hearing voices? Let's see now. More to Slytherin. No, there isn't. he's a real jerk.
The journal entry, signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominous. Your family was here.
I know. She was my aunt.
You knew? And didn't tell me?
Ominous. The journal mentions many challenges ahead.
That's why I said this could be dangerous. Aunt Noctua kept my father informed until she vanished.
You hear a voice.
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards.
That makes me want
I
to
haven't
eat
spoken
more.
it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back.
Teach me parcel tongue. I want to be a
I
dark
can't
wizard.
believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us,
Never mind. There's no clear way
Lumos.
forward.
like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
Revelio. The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
Well,
Lumos.
there's one clue. There's two symbols on this door. Sort of a half-moon thing and a snake in the sign of infinity.
Revelio.
Eh.
Lumos.
And this one's got a scratched out kitty cat and a reverse letter Z, looks like.
Confringo. Revelio.
Let's see.
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
Poor Aunt Noctua.
Lumos.
Alright, so we have multiple locks here. There's 2 locks available and 2 doors. Let's see if this one will open this one. Reverse moon and infinity snake.
The dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it.
Took about 2 seconds.
Matching the symbols did open it.
I was
Lumos.
about to do that myself, but you got to it first. Revelio.
Lumos.
Okay, so let's see.
Confringo. Revelio.
Okay, this one is closest to that door, so I'm betting it's the key for that one. But I need to check the symbols.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did,
Lumos.
and she was my favorite person in the world for it.
Alright, so scratched out cat and the Z. I think that's this one.
Another gate.
Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian.
Okay.
That sounded promising.
Lumos. Another dial solved.
Impressive. Nice work.
None of you guys want to try? Let's see.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful.
Revelio.
That's the part I'm wary of.
Lumos.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
Okay, so that other one needs a duck and a mountain-looking symbol. Why he used a duck on there, I'm not sure, but... So, duck and mountain.
Another welcoming sort, was he?
There we go.
Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
Lumos.
Lots of dark corridors.
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling.
Revelio.
For my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
Oops. We just got locked in,
The
did we?
gate! think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Lost hope, locked in, heard a scream and saw tortured faces. The only way forward is the unforgivable curse. No one to cast it on. Can't cast it on yourself, I suppose.
Ominous. A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous.
I mean, you
I'm
couldn't find a
truly sorry
cockroach?
about your aunt.
Or a spider to cast
But
it
I know
on?
what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
Okay, alright.
He
Fine.
does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak.
I could
Wish we
convince
had
him
some
of
liquid
anything for
luck.
some reason.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture. I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution.
Okay,
If
fine.
you cast
fine.
Crucio, you will regret it forever.
Oh, there's lots of people in the world who could who deserve a little crucioing. At least as far as my character is concerned.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
Let's see. Oh, yes. I want to practice
I want to learn the curse, and I think it's best if I cast it on you.
Very well, if that's what you want. To perform the spell, raise your wand, point it at me, and firmly declare Crucio. Hold on as long as you can.
There we go. Crucio. Facio Latino.
I'm ready.
My buddy, my pal. Who helps me learn the dark magic. We finally got one.
Are you all right?
That pain. I would have done anything to make it stop. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving. We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Revelio.
Could have sworn I saw a page here. Okay.
Sebastian, Ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. I'll wander around with it.
What if I want to keep the spell book? I want to learn these spells just as much as you do. Let's see. Oh dear. Unworthy of Hogwarts. Yes, yes, it looks like Slytherin really was a racist jerk.
What do you think?
Looks like a spell book of some kind. This is incredible.
Or
A Hogwarts founder's
magicist's
possession.
jerk.
What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking. I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
I wonder what's in that cup.
We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
No promises.
Revelio. I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Yeah, breaking into the scriptorium? Unlikely we'll need to do that again.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
He said understood.
I
He did
suppose
say yes.
after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
And I didn't commit to anything. So, yeah, no promises there on this. Alright, so now we can slot the, let's put stealth back here. Where do we want to put the dark magic? Let's put it here. That way we have one of each of the yellow spells that we currently have, and the dark magic. And I think we want to put Flipendo on that one and on that one. Because there is a talent that will turn that into a...
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against Trill.
Speaking of talents, we have no talent points available, but our next talent should be this one. I think. No, maybe this one. Striking an enemy cursed by Crucio releases a projectile that curses a nearby enemy. So that spreads the curses around really fast. So that'll be my next talent point. And I'm really close to level 29. So we can now do the Rookwood trial. We don't have much loot in our backpack. We'll get to see how Professor Fig responds when we use Crucio in a battle. He probably won't respond at all. I don't think they bothered to code it in. Not going to send me to Azkaban or anything. Only Hufflepuffs get to go to Azkaban.
One less cheese. I'll make you wish you were someone there.
Expelliarmus!
so we need to set an enemy on fire and then torture him.
Over here!
Dueling feat. Why, hello there, Professor Fig.
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
It might change that dueling feat now that I've...
Someone there?
Hello. Enemy with Glacius Blast, huh? I just hit somebody with Glacius Blast. So why didn't it... Okay. Dueling feats are good for a little XP over time.
Rebellion.
Alright.
How nice.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
Oh, really?
Lieutenant, constant end.
Gryffindor.
Stop! I'm afraid
He was burning, wasn't he?
That's our way in. Gryffindor.
I'm gonna set him on fire again.
you won't get away with that.
Oh well, the fire spell just does too much damage now. So much for that feat. Alright. Let's,
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto Momentum.
Oh, wrong spell.
Leviosa.
Really? I moved my spells around. Now they're not where I expect them. I want the, I want Accio to be on the same... place as, you know, the levitation, because it's really quicker to get up here when I do that. Okay, so let's, go into stealth mode here.
Revelio. If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the
I
country...
wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
Ooh. Dark things going on here.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Any special word you want me to pass on to your mum? Confringo. Flash of inspiration. Another pitiful beast caught in my
Revelio.
Had enough? Quite conductive, aren't we? Levels in a duel? Pathetic.
Levioso.
How? What are your thoughts on electricity? Expelliarmus. Now you've gone too far.
I see you. Time to teach someone a lesson.
You don't know who you're playing with. A lamb to the slaughter. You're not even trying.
Okay.
Never did care much for vegetables. Fighting with priest, are we? I won't bet.
How did that feel?
Just wait till I come down. Won't get away with that.
Love that invulnerability a bit.
You haven't got a friend.
Oh, you're not an enemy.
Expelliarmus. You must run away. Intend to die, do you?
Revelio.
Oh, jerk.
Compulso.
Okay, so
Revelio.
it's nice of it to unstealth me right at the start of the fight. Especially since I'm lower level than I normally would be at this point. Since I'm not doing all the side quests, of course the entrance is on this side. Alright, now then. That terrible sound. Okay. Empty this place out.
Revelio.
Here. Finding all the low-level enhancements. Where's the level 3 ancient magic one? It said there should have been a named enemy here, but I didn't see one. I guess he'll be here after we finish the quest. You just apparated down, didn't you?
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Revelio.
Alright, so...
Confringo. Revelio.
Is there something...
Confringo. There is. I've seen something like these before. I need to find all of them, then cast at them quickly in succession.
Which I did. Okay, Rookwood Cellar.
Revelio.
Portrait.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead.
If that's a goblin track, it's a pretty big goblin.
This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found.
That's
and if
empty.
he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
Revelio.
Now that I picked up all that stuff in the courtyard, let me double check my inventory space. Oh, I got plenty of room. Okay. I get paranoid about that in this game. It's like,
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
oh, hello.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Should I push him for information? It's like,
Sir, surely I've proven myself. In light of what's happened, perhaps you should tell me everything now.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock.
the wrong hands are
And
my
my
hands.
unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map.
Revelio.
Let's make sure we don't leave anything behind. No loot left behind. Not that I really need the money anymore. By the end of the game, you're swimming in galleons like Scrooge McDuck. In his money bin. And he can only swim in them because they're liquid assets.
Revelio.
Peter Griffin didn't understand that, so that's why he went plop. Listen to liquid. Alright, so... nothing interesting in here. Okay. Well, I'm sure it's interesting, it's just not... Oh, there we go.
Revelio.
Oh, that's an archway. Okay.
Repulsor.
Wrong spell.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. I need to reposition that pillar to climb out of here. Perhaps the archway is the answer.
I guess it's not close enough.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Leviosa!
There we go. Just had to jump. Okay.
Revelio!
All this fiddling around with floors and stuff. Is that supposed to teach me something? Alright. Oh, big tall pillar.
That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it.
Let me see.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
How am I supposed to move the pillar, though? Ah, there we go.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Leviosa!
Okay. Okay, that's weird.
Revelio!
And there is a box up there. How do I get it is the question. Is there any way to get on top of that pillar?
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Huh. I need both the pillar and the box to be pillar and box at the same time.
any way to reposition this archway?
Yes, yes, we've done that. Been there, done that.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Okay, if this was here...
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
In order to get it so that it's... There we go. Now they're both movable. So I put this one here. Put this one here.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Actually, I don't want this one movable. I want this one to be movable when the other one is a pillar. So there we go. Because then I can levitate it and jump up on it.
Leviosa!
There we go. And now... Oh! I hit the wrong button. I hit roll instead of jump. And it reset the whole darn room. Jerks. Well, that's interesting. Why is it... Did I lose the, I lost the pillar in the box. Interesting. Oh, I have to restart the whole thing. Ugh. Naughty, naughty.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Alright, so what I need to do is... Maybe that was not close enough.
Accio! Wingardium
So,
Leviosa!
let's put that as close as we can. There, so when that's a pillar, I should be able to jump across.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Okay.
Accio!
Oh, come on. Gotta do this right.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! If I arrange the archway correctly, I should be able to move the pillar and clear the path.
Okay.
Leviosa!
Let's try this one last time. And this time let's jump instead of rolling. Move as far back as I can. There we go. Got it. And on we go. Aren't puzzles fun?
Revelio!
Alright, time for a fight. Alrighty then.
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo.
Used up a lot of my ancient magic there. I'm gonna have to build up some more.
I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how?
Like that? Show me the money.
Revelio.
Alright, so I need to move that pillar over there. Okay, so if I go through...
There's a pillar here, but no ledge near it for me to grab onto. Leviosa.
Oh! Got a fight going on.
Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus.
That hurt.
Expelliarmus.
Okay, they're on the other side. I have to go through. There we go. Now he's visible.
Repulsor. Glacius. Expelliarmus.
I need to build up as much ancient magic as I can. Use as many combo strikes as possible. Alright, now where were we? Oh. There's actually two ways to solve this. You can make it so that the column is a column, or you can just levitate it. As long as we get on this, and then we hit the spinny thing, and we're done.
Revelio.
Ah, creepy. Well, still not too sure these keepers aren't the baddies. Trying to keep me from power. Alright. Hello there.
Expelliarmus.
If we just use regular casts, we should build up a comfortable store of ancient magic for the final fight. If I remember correctly, the final fight in this one is
Revelio.
against a big one. Who needs loot? I need power. Like I said, I've got as much money as I really need. session without anyway. Okay, we're looking at a chest. I'm betting there's Wicked Dog Potion in it. We can't care anymore. We're full. Okay, so we should have plenty, hopefully, for this fight. And this is one of the tricky ones where some of them are invisible because they're on the other side of the... Oh! Well, that hurt.
Expelliarmus!
Just get him to walk through that portal.
Expelliarmus!
Dang it, wrong button again. Wasted it. Wasted an egg.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Ah. Fine, we'll make ourselves invulnerable. Ha! Can't hurt me. So we gotta go through the portal to see them. Okay, we gotta go through the other one, obviously. There we go.
Expelliarmus! Repulsor!
And here comes the big one. Fortunately, we just need to keep dodging. Ah. Miss purple. There we go. Oh. Now is the fight for the ancient magic anyway.
Revelio.
And of course I leveled up, so
What a relief.
I got a talent. A talent, a talent, a talent. Yes, and I do believe I said I would get this one.
Revelio.
A little bit of loot. And here we go. These statues cry a lot. Mine now.
Must say I'm curious to hear of Isidor's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
That power.
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
Well. She seems to be trying to be a goody
Revelio.
two-shoes. Whereas I would use that power for my own advancement. I will use your pain to increase my power 100-fold. I will use Crucio on you to put you in pain and then take that pain into myself for power.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How is MH pronounced as V? Neve? It was Nim.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Okay.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor.
Okay.
I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Okay, I believe it's now going to move us into autumn. Oh, winter. We were already in autumn. I've only got one dark magic spell. This will never do. I must learn my dark magic more quickly.
Revelio.
Let's see, is there anything here I can steal?
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
Aha.
Hello, Hamora.
Junk loot.
Handy
Revelio.
resource indeed, your field guide.
I have been asked to teach you the exploding charm, Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
Let's see how far we've gotten on that one.
Another house token for the house chest.
I don't think I'm completely done, so... well,
This
at least-
Daedalian Keys challenge is coming along nicely.
It'd be surprising if I'd actually completed it.
I'm making good progress with those tokens.
Okay, 2 more. Okay. Alright, so... let's check our quests and see which one is a main quest line. Fire and Vice, Poppy Sweeting. And, I think I'll do that one off stream, just because it's boring. But we do need to go to see Poppy Sweeting. Come on, Sebastian. Where are your owls? We want to learn our next dark spell as soon as possible. Okay.
Revelio.
They come after me. I'll pick them
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
Hanging around with the Dark Wizard?
This way.
We can't use Highwing. I thought it would be amusing to follow after her on Highwing. Slows you down.
Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Oh, Poppy, get to move on. Won't let me walk any farther. What are you doing? Lazy little girl. Come on.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Come on.
Revelio.
That's the third time I've seen a Dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
I don't think they ever follow up on that.
Revelio.
It's like, what exactly
This
was
is
making them
odd.
aggressive?
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
Ugh. Who knows what that poacher was drinking?
is this goblin metal? Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it. Pelt. Poor beasts.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Like goblin armor, huh?
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
One of the little bastards scratched me. I'll let him live just long enough to regret it.
You can feed a bit.
It's Totalis. Ah!
Sucks to be him. Are you facing away
Revelio.
from me? Shame on you. Something interesting in those boxes?
Troll you are!
Revelio.
Oh, that warrants a look. I heard something.
It's Totalis.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Gonna need that.
Reparo. Revelio.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Can't afford to have pimples? I mean, be spotted?
Don't know what Victor was thinking, stroking a bum. It's Totalis.
Revelio.
Let's see.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then
It's no Dallas.
may have an intruder in our midst. Come out! Oh, the anticipation! You may want
That's brilliant.
Revelio. Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we?
All right. Let's add some chaos.
Revelio.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Eating apples.
Hello, Hamora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact!
Didn't mean to hit caps lock. Oh, you're not an enemy?
You're the one we're looking for, ain't you, poor friend?
Stop right there!
out of those, so let's go invulnerable for a minute.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Hello, breakfast. Swallowed whole. We were the only ones smart enough to put up a shield, I suppose.
This way.
Well, we've upset the dragon poaching ring. That's not my kind of evil. I just want to control everyone.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Should we
We
poach
aren't
that
helping
egg?
ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
I've been studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook.
There we go.
Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
Aha. So. Time to learn some more spells. Like I said, I'm hoping to get all 3 of the spells and then have some content to go through, which is the side quests with those spells. Because it annoyed me that I went all the way through the entire game last time trying to run an evil run through, and I never got the 3rd spell. The quest never came up before the final boss
It's
fight.
time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Revelio.
Oh, there's a chest I didn't get before. How's my inventory looking? We got 10 spaces at the moment. So once we get this done, we'll go and sell.
You'll never believe what I...
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
Well, well, well. We did what we had to do.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
Hard to
And
do?
I'm glad we did it. Because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
It's like, I like Ominous. Really?
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
Oh, come on.
And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous.
Hello.
We were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Come on, U-turn. You two. It's like, hey, I told him he should tell you.
I'm not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
So how did they die, anyway?
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
So, carbon monoxide poisoning.
That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Well, their death had absolutely nothing to do with dark magic. I mean, carbon monoxide poisoning isn't dark magic. He's trying to stretch it a little thin there.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know.
Oh, he's certainly going to do it, and I'm going to help him.
Revelio.
Okay, so, let's check our quests. Alright, we have no mainline quests. I think I'll end the stream here then, and I'll do some of this stuff off stream, just to get it out of the way. Maybe find the last two things. But you guys have a good rest of your day, and we shall talk to you later.